Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Donnie. Um, yeah, we're in trouble, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. We're in some trouble, and how can I say this? We're in for a rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? We're in for a rude awakening because, to me, this is the problem. Tom Thibodeau has these guys playing too many minutes, and it's funny as I'm making this video. Should I wear a hat? Fuck it. Um, Tom Thibodeau has these guys playing so many minutes now where people are asking questions like, bro, it's not making sense what you're doing because you're losing all these close games. These guys look dead. These guys look tired, man. These guys look dead tired. They have nothing left at the end of these games. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, it's draining. You know, if 7 of those close games back, if you don't count the last 2 games, there were like 7 games where if we won those, we probably would have been the second seed by now. And what you see happening now is the result of not rotating your team, where you have players who are tired that are trying to play through. They're trying to play through their tiredness. I can't even speak. And what you get now is players that they can barely finish the end of the game. You know, they were down almost 15, 16 points in like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you can't start like that, you're just fatigued. You're mentally and physically fatigued. And I read a little bit of the New York Post article where they asked Tibbs the question of, hey man, like, you don't think you're playing these guys too much? And Tibbs' reply was like, well, you guys are trying to create narratives and you guys don't know the full story. What did he do in practice? Maybe he was a recovery day. Maybe he didn't have full. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter because these practices really, it doesn't make up for the game time. And these games, we're going into overtimes. Trying to come back from comebacks game after game after game. We're trying to hold on for our lives. Most games, we're either trying to make a comeback or we're going into the overtime. So it's not like these guys are really getting that much rest anyway. And what Tom Thibodeau is doing is running these guys into the ground. Randall looked out of it. Brunson still had something left. You know, Grimes was trying to find a shot. It wasn't there. RJ didn't have a bad game, but it wasn't really a good game either. Like, he scored like 21, I believe, but he didn't really have a good game still. And if you don't believe me that we're in trouble, I'm gonna read something to you. If you don't believe me, I'll read it to you. In the next couple of games, we'll play the Hawks, the Raptors, the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Nets, the Lakers, the Heat, the Clippers, the Magic, the 76ers, the Jazz, the Nets, the Hawks. Do you want me to keep going? I promise you, we'll probably lose the next 5 or 6 on the way we are, which will mean that we would go below 500 instantly. That's the reality, and here's where Tom Thibodeau's biggest mistake comes into play. Leaving guys like Cam Reddish on the bench. Leaving guys like Fournier on the bench who can still contribute. Like, I know about Arch, and I know that maybe guys like, Deuce or even Obi at this point can't really contribute much. But if you're not playing Cam and Fournier, what's happening now is that you don't really have reserve tanks to go into because those guys haven't really played. And the guys that have been playing now, like, are kind of stuck in, like, damn. Like, you're burning up all our energy, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like you can't really make that change anymore now. You could have integrated Fournier and Cam into the team slowly again. Fournier was at some point, and now he's not. And Tibbs has no idea how to do that. Or he's not interested in it. I think he's not interested in it. He's an NBA coach. He's been an NBA coach for years. You know what I'm saying? It is so obvious. These guys are being burned to the ground. And for a guy like Cam Reddish, it may be better that you get traded sooner or later. And it's not an accident. It's not a surprise that guys are interested in him. He hit a game winner this year, and he's sitting on the bench. Cam Reddish is going to go to the Lakers. He's going to either go to the Lakers or the Bucks or something like that, and he's going to contribute. Simple enough. And you'll see him flourishing on there, and you'll be like, wow, we had Cam Reddish. Why couldn't we do it? Because Tom Thibodeau is a damn fool. You're a fool if you think this team right now is going anywhere with what you have created. It's easy to ignore it when you're winning, But I'm looking at like the next 5, 6, 7, 10 games. We might only win like one. We probably maybe we beat the Magic. Everybody else, I think, we're losing against them at this point. And that's gonna be Tom Thibodeau's rude awakening, because what you've done is you've created a team that's capable of winning but doesn't know how to win. You've created a team that doesn't know how to go into their reserves, because anybody who's coming off the bench besides Quickly is not confident enough to really come off the bench now. And what you have done is you've created an atmosphere where guys can pretty much play unlimited minutes no matter what they do. And this goes especially for guys like RJ, who I think they have their good games and they have their bad games. But if they don't have a good game, a guy like Quickly, deserves to take his spot. You know what I'm saying? It's so obvious to me what Tom Thibodeau is doing is wrong, but he'll pay with it. He'll pay for it then at the end of the year. This team is not making it past the first round of the playoffs. I'm worried that we might not even make the play-in. I'm gonna tell you again who we're playing. You guys don't understand how bad this is at this time of the year. But you're gonna have to go against the Raptors, the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Clippers, the Magic, the 76ers, the Heat, the 76ers, the Jazz, the Hawks, the Wizards, the Celtics, the Nets, the Celtics, the Heat, the Hornets, the Kings, the Lakers, the Clippers. Wow. And Tom Thibodeau is known for doing this. He will run these teams to the ground. Everybody gets hurt, and he gets fired at the end of the year. That's what he does. That's who he is. It's always who he's been. He's never really had much success after, Chicago, and he had a generational talent in Derrick Rose. And if you remember, a lot of those guys on those teams ended up getting hurt. Rose, Noah, Dunleavy. Almost anybody on that team was hurt at some point. It's like torture. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Can you not play more? It's almost like you're not allowed. To him, he's not allowed to play more than 9 guys. In my opinion, he's more playing 6 guys, because the other 2, because they're saying he's running like a 8-man rotation, 9-man rotation. I think he's more running a 6-man rotation, because off the bench Quickly he's the only one who's really playing, and then after that you don't really have anybody consistently putting up minutes. Deuce might get 14 and Obi might get 10 or 12, but it doesn't really add up to anything if you consider that there's 4 quarters and you can pretty much play 4 minutes a quarter and then sit down. So yeah, and we're gonna struggle. We're not gonna win many games right now. Hopefully Randall comes back recharged, because I think it will help us, because we'll need him. We'll need Randall, Brunson, and we'll need Quickly. Definitely. RJ, either is there or he's not there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you last. And lastly, this is why I know that Tom Thibodeau has no idea what he wants to do with his rotation, because he's still bringing guys like Obi Toppin off the bench, who at this moment in time have no business being on the court. I can't tell you one thing Obi Toppin does for this team right now that's actually worthy of coming off the bench right now. I can't tell you. Barely rebounds, can't really dribble, can't really shoot. Even though, yeah, he can shoot the 3 sometimes, but that's not his forte. You guys know that. Whatever percentage you want to say, if it's above 42, 43%, how many 3s a game does he really take? Please, stop it. That's how I know Tibbs has no idea. He's so caught up in his rotation in his mind that he's still playing guys like Obi who are not doing anything. And then you're leaving guys like Fournier and Cam on the bench. Look, I'm not high on Fournier, but he can give you a little bit more than some of these other guys were today. And Cam Reddish, he's already shown you what he can do. It can't hurt, because you're gonna lose a lot more than we've been. There are no easy games left. There are no easy games left at all. So that will be Tom Thibodeau's ship, and he will sink with it. I hope he does, because it's not acceptable for a coach to not play more than 6, 7 guys. He's not playing 9 guys. New York Post article said he's playing 9 guys. He's not playing 9 guys. He's playing 6 guys. He's playing 6, maybe 7 guys. I say more 6, because Quickly takes most of the minutes off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. And then you got guys like Mitchell Robinson being out, and then we have to go with Sims, because, iHeart sucks. And Sims, I like him. If he was taller, he'd be a very good center, but he's just not tall enough. And Ihart sucks. Mitch Robinson's out. And we've had that games in the past when RJ is out and still he wasn't rotating. So something is not right. He's not thinking right, Tibbs. So that's my take. Tibbs is not thinking right, and what's going to happen is we will suffer. Bro, if I'm Jalen Brunson, I'm looking at this schedule like, damn, I'm going to play 47 minutes a game. Roughly. Shit. Nobody else is coming off the bench really to relieve some stress. Dude's going to get hurt. Randall's going to get hurt. RJ going to get hurt again. Knock on wood, though. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. The hell is this, bro? Like, you're playing in the NBA. Like, you got to have some type of plan. As a coach, you know, when things aren't working, what makes coaches good is they know how to make adjustments. Tibbs doesn't know how to do that. Since he doesn't know how to do that, here we are. When you can't make adjustments, this is what happens. That's all I got to say. You let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I got another video coming about Cam Reddish. I think I'll do that. And then I'm interested in the video B. Sims told me, the impact of Brunson and Daniel Jones. I might make that one before we play the playoff game. Before we play the playoff game on Saturday. I might have that Saturday morning. Or maybe Sunday. Maybe Friday night I post that, you know, before the game Sunday. But it's your boy Don, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's not looking good for us right now. See y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.